Hello, welcome students. We shall start a unit third, and in that the chapter 8, and which is the cell, the unit of life. It is chapter 8 of NCERT, and the chapter is the cell, the unit of life. You know from class 5 that cell is the structural, functional and genetical unit of life. Cell is the unit of life, we know that, but we shall study the details of the cell and its parts. Now the cell is the, you can say that cell is the smallest structural, functional and genetical unit of life. Means cell is the smallest structural, functional and genetical unit of life. Means it is the main unit of life. Means all the life depend on the cell. You know that cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke. The cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke. Means he cut a section of cork This is the cork. He cut a thin slide and saw under the microscope, which was made by himself, that he in this way he found the structure. Means he saw some compartment like structures. He saw the compartment like structure and he called them cellula. He called them cellula. Means compartment or chamber. There is a small chamber, a small compartment he saw. Understand? And he called them cellula, which later changed into cell. उन्होंने जो ये कंपार्टमेंट देखा, हमने ये मतलब चैम्बर, उसका नाम उन्होंने सेलुला दिया, समझे? और जो बाद में सेलुला का मतलब होता है कंपार्टमेंट, और ये सेलुला बाद में सेल के नाम से जाना गया. Now actually we know that cork is a dead cell. So he saw actually the cell wall of this cell. Means they are in dead positions. Means the cytoplasmic contents already died. So he saw only the cell wall of that. So it looks, means in the inside it looks empty in the dead condition. So only he saw the cell wall of that. हम जब डेड अवस्था में अंदर के साइटोप्लाज्म का नष्ट हो जाते हैं तो केवल सेल वॉल ही दिखता है, और ये सेल वॉल ही उन्होंने देखा। और जब उन्होंने ये सेल वॉल देखा तो उन्हें एक कंपार्टमेंट के जैसा मालूम है, बहुत से कंपार्टमेंट आपस में मिले हुए हैं समझे, इसलिए उनका नाम उन्होंने सेलुला दिया एंड द सेल। तो दैट वाज अ डेड सेल, नॉट द लिविंग, अंडरस्टैंड। तो अच्छा, बट द लिविंग सेल वॉल्स, living cell first discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek. So living cell was first discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek, understand. So there is sometimes the confusion. If the question is asked who discovered the cell, your answer should be Robert Hooke. And if it is asked who discovered the living cells, that your answer should be Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Understand? So this is the about the discovery of the cell, means who discovered and how is discovered. Now the size of the cells, the smallest cell is mycoplasm or PPLO, that is pleura pneumonia like organism. Their size is about 0.1 to 0.3 micrometer. So this is the size and this is the smallest of that is. And one thing you should understand, that this mycoplasm is having no cell wall. Understand? This is acha. Now the largest cell wall or biggest cell wall is ostrich egg. Now this is the biggest cell, and about this you have already studied in your class 9th. So this is about the size. Now the cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke, and living cell was first discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek. As the time passed, the developed type of microscope starts to come, and as the microscope developed, the different organelles which we get in the cells, जैसे जैसे समय बीतता गया माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर मॉडिफिकेशन होता गया, आज इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप आया है समझे। अब इसके वजह से देखने से हमें सेल में बहुत से अंग पाए जाते हैं। वो माना यानी सेल इज नॉट ए सिंगल थिंग बट इट इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ टू मेनी पार्ट्स दैट आर देयर। सो एज इन दैट वी नो दैट सेल कंटेन cytoplasm, nucleoplasm. Two types of fluids are found. One is cytoplasm, next one is nucleoplasm. This is the cells, this is nucleus. The contents the fluid which part in nucleus is called nucleoplasm, and the fluid which this is the cell membrane, and the part which found between the nucleus and the cell membrane is called cytoplasm. So two kinds of fluidity are found. Some organelles found in the cytoplasm and some in the nucleoplasm, about which we shall discuss in the next video. Now, about the cell, the important thing, cell theory, that is the important things. These are given by Swan, Sliden. Actually, the cell theory was given by Swan and Sliden. That is, in that first point, every living is composed of cells or cells. Means all the livings, that will be better. All livings are composed of cell or cells. Means if it is made of one cell, that is unicellular, the cell like Euglena, Chlamydomonas, like that, and it is multicellular, then it is of cells. Activities of the organs are due to activity of cells. जो भी organs में activities होते हैं सब they are due to cells. Understand? These two points are given by Swan and Sliden, but the third point is added by Virtue. Third point is added by Virtue, and that is known as every cell arises from the pre-existing ones. Means cell, it means that cell comes from cell. Cell comes from cells. Understand? So, means every cell arises from the pre-existing ones, and that given by the Virtue. So, these are the 3 points. And by adding this change into modern cell theory. Actually, Swan and Sliden gave this. This is given by the Adolf Virtue, and so combinedly they all are known as modern cell theory. So this is about the main theory of the main principles of the cell. Understand? And now the types of the cells. Nucleus is one of the main important parts of the cell, and the nucleus was first discovered by nucleus is the brain of cell, and it was first discovered by Robert Brown. It was first discovered by Robert Brown. Now on the nature of nucleus, the cells are of two types. One is prokaryotics, and next one eukaryotics. That is, pro means primitive, a plus nucleus, that is primitive nucleus. U means true, plus karyon means nucleus. The cells, the livings which have whose nucleus is in primitive conditions, that is known as prokaryotes, and that has eukaryotic, that is true nucleus. Actually, first we see what is nucleus. We know that nucleus this is the nuclear membrane. This is the nuclear pore. In this, a nucleus is found, nucleolus is found. There is a liquid which is called nucleoplasm, and a thread-like structures, a net-like structures, that is called chromatin reticulum. So this is about the nucleus. If in such condition it is found, then it will be called true nucleus. And if the membrane is not found and all the things are in a scattered form, इसमें झिल्ली या नाप के झिल्ली नहीं पाई जाती है, इसमें जो भी कंटेंट्स होते हैं वह scattered condition में होते हैं, तो that is known as primitive. Understand? So you can say that nucleus ill-developed is nucleus well developed. Well developed. And the ill-developed nucleus is also known as incipient nucleus. The nucleus ill-developed, that is incipient, means they are in scattered forms. Okay. Now next point is membrane bound organelles are not found. Means those organs which having membrane, like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. They are not found. Understand in that. But membrane bound organelles are found. Understand? It means that mitochondria, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum are not found in prokaryotes and it is found in eukaryotes. But ribosome having no membrane, so ribosome is present in both. राइबोसोम के ऊपर झिल्ली मेम्ब्रेन नहीं होती है, दैट्स व्हाई ये दोनों में ही पाया जाता है. इसमें that is made of 70 subunits and in that it is 80 subunits. It is 80 subunits and it is in 70 subunits in prokaryotes and it is 80 subunits in what? Eukaryotes. Example: bacteria, blue-green alga like nostoc and avena. These are the blue-green alga, and then other all, except this other all are comes on eukaryotes. So these are the different between that. One is, so on the basis of nucleus compositions, these are of two types. One is prokaryotes, next one is eukaryotes. Understand? And these are the difference between that. Now next, we have studied under the classification of livings that the livings are classified into 5 kingdoms. One is Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. The Whittaker classified the livings into 5 kingdoms. Within this one comes under prokaryotes and all the others eukaryotes. Although this one is unicellular and these are multicellular. So this is the example of prokaryotes, and these are the examples of eukaryotes. Understand? And in that, the main things which we shall study, that the cells of plant and animal, cell of plant and animals. You know that the plant cell is covered by cell wall. The plant cell is covered by cell wall. So cell wall present in plant cell and it is cell wall absent. Understands? And next, the plastid, which is the kitchen of the plant. It is found in plant cell and plastid absent in that. Third, vacuoles, large, vacuoles, small or absent. Understand? Next one, centrosome, which is one of the main unit and which takes part in the cell division, that is absent in plant cell, and it is centrosome present. Understands? So these are the some differences which are found. And you have to add also some point at some points and draw the picture of both plant cell and animal cells and compare both. समझे? तो ये कुछ डिफरेंसेस हमने लिखा, कुछ तुम ऐड कर लोगे और दोनों के डायग्राम्स बना के समझे एंड कंपेयर, दोनों में तुलना करोगे एंड यू विल गेट व्हाट differences you get, and we shall and I shall discuss on it in the next video.